Video game prices have always been of interest to me. So in this video, we are talking about 8 Nintendo Wii games and comparing the prices right now compared to 6 months ago to see where they ended up. Before we get into this video, I do want to say that all of these game prices are based off of complete games, as well as I will be using price charting as my pricing. Now, I know that there's better ways of getting exact prices on what things are selling, but it's kind of hard to do today and 6 months ago, so I'm using price charting for that. The first game we are talking about is Mario Strikers Charge. Now, first off, I want to say Mario sports games are always awesome, and that's why I had to include at least one of them. But this game isn't worth much complete. Now, if you get this game complete right now, you are looking at about $15. However, if you go back 6 months, this game is still worth $15. It didn't fluctuate much, and I think that's because this is one of those games that people see and they're just like, it's a Mario sports game, I don't have to have it. But it's still cheap enough, and they made a bunch of them that, well, if you are interested in picking it up, you can do it pretty cheap. Now, the next game we're talking about is Super Mario All-Stars. Now, this is an amazing game. If you are ever played Super Mario All-Stars beforehand, it's basically the same thing from the Super Nintendo, but on the Wii. Like, you can't complain there. But this game right now complete is going for $33. However, if you go back 6 months, this game was $32. So it went up $1. It really didn't do much, but it did go up $1. So I do have to mention that. However, I feel like this is one of those games that, again, this is an awesome game, but you probably either want to play this on the Super Nintendo, or you're probably playing it on the Switch Super Nintendo Online. So, like, I don't think there's a big demand for this game simply because there's so many other places to get it, and really it doesn't cost that much more if you get it on those platforms compared to this one. So I just don't see the demand for it. Moving right along, we are talking about Metal Slug Anthology, and this is a game that I really like and it's a ton of fun, but how much is this game really worth? Now, if you look on price charting right now, this is worth $22, but if you go back 6 months, it's only worth $20, so it really didn't go up in price or down in price. That is a 10% fluctuation, but when a game is so cheap like this, 10% is almost nothing when it's just $2, to be honest. But it's an awesome game, and if you haven't played it, you definitely should. And next, we have Super Mario Galaxy. This is an awesome game, and if you haven't played this on the Wii, you definitely should. But looking at this game, right now, this game is priced at $13. But if you go back 6 months, it's only worth $15. So, like, it is going down in value, but really, is it going down in that much value? I don't think so. But if you stumble upon this game or are looking to find this game, it's definitely well worth the $13 or even the $15. The next game we are talking about is Super Paper Mario. Now, anytime a Paper Mario game is brought up, I am a big fan about it. But really, how much is this game going for? Right now on price charting complete, this game is going for $16. But if you go back 6 months, this game was worth $18. So it has come down a little bit in value and in price, but I think this is one of those games that will probably go up in value later on. But right now, I just don't see the value for it. They made a million bajillion copies, and I think people prefer other Paper Mario games to this one, so I think that's why this game is kind of settled to where it is. Now, the next game we are talking about is Wii Sports Resort. Now, if you have a Wii, you probably own Wii Sports, but a lot of people don't know the difference between Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, but this one is still pretty awesome. If you had the other one but never had this one, you definitely should pick this one up. It's something that you should have in your collection. But if you're looking to get it, it currently is going for $23. Now, however, if you go back 6 months, this game right here was worth $29, which is kind of insane to see this game go down $6 from almost $30 to almost $20 in 6 months. Why is that? Probably because people don't know the difference between Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, and they just buy Wii Sports and call it good. They probably see this and they're like, oh, I have that game already. But this one's a ton of fun, and honestly, out of the two, this one's more underrated. I enjoy a lot of the games that it has, and so I'm kind of shocked that the price is going down, but it is still going down. The next game on this list has to be brought up, and that is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Now, I am a huge fan of the Melee version from the GameCube before, but this is still a ton of fun and is well worth the money. Now, this game right now is only $13, but if you go back 6 months, this game was $20, so why is this game going down in price? Well, I think for one thing, the Wii just hasn't taken off yet in terms of prices skyrocketing, as well as this not being the one that everyone talks about. Everyone talks about the old version, which is Melee, but this one was right after it, and I think because of that, this one probably doesn't get talked about as much. And another game we're talking about, this is the most expensive game on this list, is a very long one, so I'm going to read the spine to make sure I read it correctly. It is Arcade Hits Pack, Gunblade New York, and LA Machine Guns, which is actually arcade games, which are a ton of fun, and this game is awesome, so if you're into games like this, you definitely need to pick this one up. But right now, if you're looking for this game complete, you're looking at $75, which is a lot of money, especially for the games on this list. Most of them aren't more than 25 to 30 bucks, but this one's 75. But if you go back 6 months, this game was $56. Now, why is this game going up in price? I think this is another one of those games that is going up in price because the supply for this game is pretty low, but the demand is pretty high. Now, if you've never heard of this game, you probably wouldn't ever just go out and buy it, but if you figure out what this game is, which it's an awesome arcade shooting game where you use the Wiimotes as guns, like, it's gonna draw you in. Now, 75 bucks is a lot, but this game is a ton of fun, and you should probably have it in your collection if you have a extensive Wii collection. So there you go. That was 8 games from my Wii collection, and the prices what they currently are and what they were 6 months ago. And I also talked about why these games went up, down, or stayed the same. Now, if you like this video and you want to see another one, comment down below. I have a ton of Wii games that I can talk about, as long as other systems as well. So if you're interested, let me know. But with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. Now, if you like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, all that cool stuff. But if you are a super fan of this channel and you want to donate to help support the channel, to help me buy more games so I can bring them to your attention, down below there is a button that says join. Join the membership. You will get videos up to a day or two early, as well as some other cool perks. Go check that out if you're interested at all. You don't feel obligated to, but if you're interested, help the channel out and support me. But with that being said, this is 8 games on the Wii that I think are awesome games to have, and it's pretty interesting to see where the game prices have been. But with that being said, that's all I've got. Peace.